Hey peeps, Mortal Assassin here, and today we're back with another Borderlands 4 video. Today, we're gonna light up your enemies and watch the goddamn world burn with them. Because we're diving headfirst into Borderlands' walking furnace, Amon. This isn't your average meathead with a big stick. This dude is a goddamn myth in motion. A hybrid of war, poetry, and pure molten rage. So, crack your knuckles, unholster your thirst, and let's unravel the man made of metal, grief, and bad intentions. For years, the Borderlands have been home to psychos, corporate overlords, and the occasional sentient claptrap, but we never before have witnessed a force of nature quite like Amon. He doesn't just represent a new Vault Hunter, he embodies a fundamental shift in the franchise's combat philosophy. Forget scavenging for the perfect role, Amon is the perfect role. Forged from the very essence of destruction, he's not just a character, he's an experience, a living, breathing testament of the purging of absolute annihilation. If you ever wanted to channel your inner rage from a truly shit day at work, Amon is your therapist, only he prescribes glorious bloody violence instead of Prozac. Amon wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth, he was born in fire, raised in a backwater cult that worshipped vault monsters like they were gods. You know, the type robed weirdos chanting in tongues, sacrificing goats or interns or whatever like that. These were not your run-of-the-mill bandits, they were zealots, utterly devoted to the cosmic horrors that slumbered within the vaults. They believed these monstrous entities held the key to enlightenment, to a transcendence beyond the mundane existence of Pandora. They built their entire lives around these blasphemous rituals, indoctrinating their children, including Amon, into their twisted faith. Probably a lot of inbred chanting and ritualistic humping that even the local skags found disturbing. But here's where shit goes wacky, violently, irrevocably sideways. One day, the Vault Monster actually shows up. No shit. Not as a benevolent deity, not as the bringer of enlightenment, but as an ancient, indifferent force of pure devastation. And instead of granting wishes of spiritual ascension, it slaughters the entire cult in a cosmic curb stomp. A grotesque symphony of tearing flesh and crumbling stone, the air was thick with the stench of ozone and incinerated hope. The screams of his fellow cultists, once filled with fervent worship, transformed into guttural cries of terror before being abruptly silenced. Think your last family reunion, but with more actual monsters and less polite, simmering hatred. More like a cosmic shithole, really. Amon, the only survivor, a twisted miracle of survival, let's be honest. Scarred, burned, furious, every inch of his flesh bore the marks of the Vault Monster's terrifying power. The ashes of his childhood, his family, his entire world settled upon him like a shroud. And what does he do? He doesn't cry, he doesn't hide, there's no room for tears amidst the embers of his past. He climbs out of the ash and decides with a cold, terrifying resolve, screw the fucking gods. This wasn't a sudden epiphany, but a slow, agonizing crystallization of hatred. The very entities his cult had revered became his sworn enemies. You could say he developed a fucking thing for cosmic entities. Yeah. He doesn't seek revenge in a petty sense, his ambition is far grander, far more existential. He forges his body into a weapon, not out of desperation, but out of a burning desire to transcend human limitations. He injects forged drones into his nervous system, a harrowing process that must have been excruciating, transforming his very being into a living arsenal. He replaces grief with steel, each injection a testament to his hardened resolve. Now he hunts vault monsters not out of duty, not out of some grand heroic quest, but because obliterating cosmic entities is his idea of therapy. For Amon, every slain monster is not just a kill, it's a defiant roar into the void, and probably better than a session with Dr. Zed for existential dread. This is where Amon stops being a guy and starts being a goddamn loadout screen. This isn't just about weapon proficiency, it's about weapon manifestation. The forged drones embedded in his spine and arms are not merely augmentations, they are an extension of his will, a symbiotic relationship that allows him to pull raw elemental energy and condensed matter into existence with a thought. He doesn't merely wield weapons, he becomes the weapon. You know, like when you're so pissed off, you become a migraine. Amon does that, but with an actual fucking axes to grind. For the confirmed conjured gear we already know about, we know the twin elemental axes are coming. For when you want your slashes to come with the side of ice, fire, or electrocution. These aren't just sharp, they shimmer with raw elemental power, each swing leaving trails of molten slag or crackling lightning. Imagine chaining together rapid, arcing attacks that ignite entire groups of enemies, or freezing them solid for a brutal shatter. The sheer versatility of these axes, capable of cycling between elements on the fly, suggests a deep layer of strategic combat, perfect for those obnoxious bastards that just keep begging for a good electrocution. Next on the list we have a goddamn hammer. It's massive, it's heavy, and it quakes the ground when he slams it. Bosses feel it, the ancestors feel it. This isn't just a blunt instrument, it's a force of nature. Every impact sends shockwaves ripping through their environment, staggering even the largest foes. The sheer weight and momentum behind each swing suggest a devastating AoE attack, capable of clearing out entire swarms of smaller enemies or delivering crushing critical blows to armored targets. For when you need to make a statement and the statement is, I'm about to rearrange your fucking internal organs. Number 3, we have a spear. Long range poking for the edgy Spartan in you probably pierces through enemies like shish kebabs. This weapon offers precision and reach, allowing Amon to engage targets from a safer distance or quickly close gaps with a lunging thrust. We're talking about impaling multiple enemies with a single furious stab or skewering a distant sniper before they even know what hit them. Great for when you need to maintain social distancing from a particular rancid bandit before they start trying to smell your ass. Now we have a whip made of plasma and sass, also doubles as a ranged weapon and crowd control tool. This isn't your grandmother's bullwhip here, guys. It cracks with kinetic energy, capable of searing flesh or snapping bones. Its ability to extend and retract makes it invaluable for pulling enemies closer, knocking them off their balance, or even scaling vertical surfaces in a pinch. Imagine lassoing a psycho and slamming him into his buddies, or, you know, just for the sheer unadulterated pleasure of it. And of course we have a sword, because sometimes you just want to stab someone with style. The classic refined blade for when precision and swift, elegant strikes are paramount. This isn't just a hack and slash tool though, it's a weapon for surgical strikes, for parrying incoming attacks, and for delivering devastatingly quick critical hits. For when you're feeling like a total badass, but you still want to commit some glorious atrocities. And one more we know about is the shield, but not your grandma's shield. This one can bash skulls and probably throw energy pulses while he's at it. This isn't just for defense, it's an extension for his offensive capabilities. It can absorb incredible amounts of damage, but also be deployed as a projectile, ricocheting off enemies, or used as a bludgeoning tool in close quarters. Think Captain America, but with more plasma and less moral restraint, and definitely no lectures about what's right. This dude doesn't reload, he reconfigures. The fluidity of his weapon manifestation is a game changer. There's no fumbling for ammo, no precious seconds lost swapping weapons. It's a continuation, dynamic flow of destruction and testament to his unique connection with the forged drones. It's like having an infinite mag, but instead of bullets, it's pure, unadulterated, screaming pain. He embodies the Borderlands ethos of over-the-top action and chaos, but with a surprising layer of depth and philosophical introspection. Amon isn't just a soldier character, he's a statement. A very loud, very violent, very fiery statement. So who's ready to walk into the fire and come out as the weapon? Who's ready to channel the pure, unadulterated fury of the Forgeknight and carve their name into the Borderlands history books? Smash that like button, guys, if you want to see more of this. Make sure you drop a comment below just saying anything about this video. I'd love any support on this. You guys have been going crazy on the views and everything. So I appreciate you guys watching and everything. And you know what to do. Hit that sub button below. Peace.